Here's another one, which is apparently the mate to it. French 12-pounder bronze gun, 1740 Dua, rooster head cascable. Quickly identified it as a 12-pounder. See that? Okay. These guns also had their own names. This is Le Vigoureux, the vigorous one, it looks like to me. You read that? You got the royal inscriptions here, typical of French pieces. Wonderful coats of arms. The Sun King, there's the sun, I guess. French fleur-de-lis and the royal coat of arms. And again, Beranger, Donicourt. Donicourt is supposed to be one of the Beranger family's estates, is what people attribute that word to. Cast at Douai in 1740 on the 23rd of July, it looks like. And there's the rooster's head. This one, for some reason, doesn't have nearly as much added to the vent as the other one. It's pretty much original. And as they were a pair, I can't really understand that. But anyway, there are a lot of things I don't understand. There's again one of the chaplets that was used to hold the core in place when they cast it. And again, it's out here in the weather being ruined, and there's the copper running off into the ground right there. Disgusting. Your taxpayers' money being run into the ground. It's a very valuable piece. That piece, if it came up on the market, would sell for, I guarantee you, several $million. Let's say 3 or 4 million at least, because none like that ever come up on the market. If you add the capture history to it, you can double or triple that. So here we go with something almost priceless being dissolved by your government. There's another big piece, a mate to the one we went through about 2 guns ago. Since it's just the same model, all we're going to do is look at the name, which is Corzo. Look at the sign. They call it 27-pounder here. I call it 24-pounder, as the Spaniards did. Cast in 1788 at Barcelona, associated with Decatur and Tripoli. All right. You got the nice coat of arms, which is still in fairly legible shape. Then you can look at the inscription, which is dissolving, but it's still legible. Barcelona. July, it looks like, Julio, 1788. And I don't speak French or Spanish, so if I mispronounce these, that's on purpose. And there down there is a rubber hose. Rubber hose that, where's that rubber hose? There it is. I like to use that to beat the people who leave it out here in the rain. See the copper colored stuff running off? There you go. We got one more that we're going to do today. This is what I think is a Spanish 4-pounder, a long 4-pounder. Very unusual gun. There's only one like it left in the Navy Yard here. It's got an unusual raised firing lock here that was added to it. As you can see, it's bolted on. It was cast in Barcelona in March of 1795. The coat of arms is almost completely gone on this one, but you can see the Roman numeral. It's Carlos IV, but you can't see much of the rest of it. Trophy number 19, it looks like. You can almost read it. But look at this corrosion on here. I measured the bore, and it's about 3 3/4 inches, which is either an enlarged 4-pounder or a 6-pounder, but the Spaniards did not use a 6-pounder, so I guess it's a long 4-pounder. The name of the gun is not on the sign because it hasn't been legible for quite a while. But it looks like Generoso to me, which is the generous one, or generous. Again, bird droppings all over it. They help to cause corrosion. And this one I can't see as much green color, honestly, on the concrete. But just looking at it, you know it's corroding. Pan across some of the stuff we've done. This is the unusual, very long Spanish 4-pounder named Generoso we just did. Then we've got 4 guns, real big ones. We've got flanking. The 2 flanking guns are very large Spanish 24-pounders. Probably weigh 3 tons apiece that we talked about. In between those 2 are the French 12-pounders that have the rooster heads on the breech for identification. Okay. Then way down there again we have the Army howitzer. We have the 1686 wonderful South American made piece. We've got the small unusual piece. We've got the Japanese gun. And then what we first did was we were over there across the street looking at the mini Spanish guns over there. As I recall, all those guns are Spanish except one down on the very end, which is French. One way down there. Okay. That's what those guys look like. And then today we're not going to get over across the street. It's too late. We've got to get home. We're not going to do the Venetian guns. We're not going to do the Austrian guns. We're not going to do the howitzers.